Hey, what's up, everybody? MopHead here from Eat, Sleep, Mix, Repeat. And yeah, I did it. Got 2 videos this week. Win. So today, as y'all know, I got a bunch of flavor art. So yeah, we're gonna look at some of their fruit flavors. Kind of more. I'm just kind of making this more like general fruits, I guess. I don't know, regular fruits. I guess that's coming from kind of the American point of view. Regular fruits to us. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so I got 5 fruits that we're going to talk about today, and let's see how it goes. So the first one I got is Flavour Art Apricot. So this is one I've heard a lot about. I don't know, quite a bit of people use it, talk about it. So, and I decided to mix these all at 3%, kind of on the high side, I figure for kind of single flavor to try and really see like what's kind of in there. And this one's definitely so it's kind of a weaker flavor. It's not really something you would want to use as like a main profile, or you don't want to be. I wouldn't want to be too dependent on it. So I described it as kind of like a light apricot flavor with you kind of get like a little bit of the skin too, which isn't really a bad thing. Kind of makes it a little bit more like authentic compared to like a artificial or candy flavor. It's pretty authentic in that sense. The texture, it's a little on the dry side. What else? It's like almost a little floral, like kind of in the sense how an orange can be a little floral. Which is like it's almost like a really light orange, but not really. It doesn't have that kind of like distinct orange flavor. Maybe like um, maybe in between like an orange and a peach. So yeah, so this is more something I would use as kind of like an accent flavor. Uh, for other fruits, it'd be good with a tobacco because it just adds like a really light uh, fruit note to tobacco. It mixes well with creams. I would definitely pair it with like mangoes and oranges. But there's really not a lot of fruits I could see it not pairing well with, because it's such a kind of a soft flavor. There's nothing it's really going to overpower or funk up or anything. But yeah, so it's good. It's not one I would say like, oh, you gotta go out and buy right now. But eventually, yeah, it's not bad. Like I'll use it. Like I said, probably as an accent note, but you're not gonna see me putting out like a straight apricot, like apricot and cream or anything like that. Or I kind of do want to try and mix it with some tobaccos and see how I do, just like kind of adding those light fruit notes to tobacco. All right. So that was Flavour Art Apricot. So the next one we have is Stark Apple, and yeah, so this is not Fuji Apple. Don't be mistaken. Which Fuji Apple is obviously it's probably just about the most popular apple flavoring out there. It's really good too. I love Fuji Apple. I use it quite a bit. And you'll probably notice as I go through these flavor art, there's probably gonna be a lot of flavors that I don't hit on, and that's because I'm mostly going through the flavors that I haven't really tried or haven't had. Like Fuji Apple I've had for a long time and I've used it a lot, so you'll see me. I'll mention it in other videos and stuff, but it might not get dedicated in these like flavored note type videos. But anyway, so this is Stark Apple. And I don't know how this flavor has gotten so overlooked in the DIY community because, yeah, it is an amazing apple. Just a really nice, like red apple, and it's kind of like this like really nice um, cooked feeling to it. Like it's kind of like a nice like baked, almost like a apple pie filling, but not quite as like sugary, not like quite as like sugary and stuff like that. Like almost like if you just like baked like red apple slices. So you just get this like really kind of like nice warm feeling out of it. Like this would be killer in like an apple pie recipe. So that's probably where I'm gonna go with it first. But yeah, where Fuji's like really crisp, you know, this is just like a really nice like soft red apple. I drip some more because I really like it. Because man, I heard somebody. It was probably like Concrete River or somebody. I don't remember. I remember somebody mentioning it, and that's when I got all these flavor art flavors in. It was like one of the first ones I wanted to try because I was like, oh, Fuji apple is like an awesome apple. But so see, like, and yeah, they nailed it with this one too. This is a really good. If you're just looking for like a good red apple, especially to do your bakeries. What else did I put? We said bakeries. Yeah, it's gonna be good with cinnamon, bakeries, pear, apricots, tobaccos. Yeah, yeah, really good though. Really nice one. What else? Oh yeah, and percentages. The apricot, I would say like 1 to 4%. Could probably take it pretty high for a flavor art because it's a little weaker. Um, this one probably around like the 1.5 to, yeah, I put that you could probably go up to 4%. I imagine like at 3% it's pretty good, like for a kind of standout. You might be able to bump it up a little bit more, and then you could probably bump it down a little bit less if you didn't want it to be like too prominent. But it's another one that's like kind of soft, you know, it's not going to bully around other flavors. But I would say definitely for an apple pie. I mean, you wouldn't want to just use this; you would want to layer it. But yeah, this is a good apple to get to, especially if you want to do like more complex apple recipes and you want to get into like some layering of apples. That's gonna be a good one to throw in, especially when it comes to bakeries because it's got that already kind of like cooked apple feel to it. Yeah, really good, really overlooked flavor. All right. So the next one we're going to be looking at is white grape. And this is another one that I've heard quite a bit about. And I think I went a little too high at 3% with this one. Because at 3%, it definitely starts to turn into kind of like a white wine, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, if you're looking for a good white wine, 3% white grape, flavor art white grape definitely does it. So this is probably definitely gonna be one you're gonna want to use pretty low. Like I put between 0.5 and 3%, because yeah, 3% you're gonna get into that white wine um, kind of area. So yeah, I'd say definitely probably 2% and below to keep it like more just grape. But it's nice. It's got kind of a tartness to it. It's not like an overly sweet grape or anything. It's not quite as like overpowering as like a you know, purple or red grape or anything. It's slightly dry. Um, at 3%, you start to get kind of like an alcohol taste to it, which kind of, you know, it's why I said like white wine. Yeah, so kind of between like a white grape juice and a white wine. So this one, you know, beverages, other fruits, creams. But it's not bad. It's definitely distinct between a white grape and like a red grape or something. Let me change my wick real quick. Yeah, the Nano Wasp is great for flavor, for testing out, making flavor notes and stuff, because it's just so easy to re-wick. Probably not even pause the video, and it doesn't take long at all. But yeah, Wasp Nano, it's a good one for a mixer to have. All right, so the next one we're gonna be looking at is Forest Fruit Mix. So this is another one that's been pretty popular for quite a while, and I'm way late to the game on. This is just a really good all-around fruit mix. So like, I kind of compared it to Harvest Berry, almost because I remember when I bought Harvest Berry, which was a while ago, I was like, okay, I'm either going to get Harvest Berry or Forest Fruit Mix. I didn't realize how different they were. So I ended up getting Harvest Berry, which is a really good kind of mixed berry, flavoring. So this one's not a mixed berry. This one actually has pretty light in the berry aspect of it. This one's more of a, it's like just almost like a fruit salad, It's got hints of like apple. Yeah, definitely some grape in there. There's some hints of like orange and banana, and it's just like an all-around fruit mix. Yeah, it's really good though, really good. Like if you wanted to do like a pie or something like that, you just want to do like an all-around fruit. What else did I put? Beverages, probably good in some beverages, maybe especially like alcohol. You just want to do like a really fruity alcoholic beverage. Any of your bakeries, you just wanted to pound a lot of fruits into, or tobaccos. If you wanted just a really fruity tobacco. Like that would probably be a really good use for this. It's like if you just wanted to just have like a straight like just fruity tobacco. But it's nice and well balanced, Sometimes I've tried doing like my own. I tried doing like what was it? Like a fruit punch or something, just by adding a bunch of fruits together, and it turned out god awful. It was awful. It was a long time when I first started mixing. And somebody asked me, they're like, oh, could you do like a fruit punch? And I was like, yeah, I could do that. I'll just mix a bunch of fruits together. Yeah, it doesn't always work out so well. So this is a pretty good way to go, like, pretty safe way to go if you just want a good, like, just all around fruit mix. But it's definitely one worth picking up. It's decently strong. So you're looking at about like the 1 to 3.5% range. It's got like a little bit of juiciness to it, which is nice. It's not going to dry out your vape, which I've noticed with some of the flavor fruits that I've gone through already. Some of them are a little on the dry side, which is, and not like overpowering or anything, just to where you're going to want to use other flavorings in your mix to kind of even out that dryness, kind of juice it up a little bit. This one actually is kind of juicy, like in itself. What else? So yeah, so it's good because it's all around fruit mix. A con would be, it's maybe a little too complicated. You might get more fruits than you're trying to get. So, but it's good for when you need it. It is good. It does the job. All right. And the last one we're going to be looking at today is Flavour Art Banana, which I haven't heard much about. As we know, there's not really that many good bananas out there. There's a lot of bad bananas out there, at least in my opinion. I have a lot of bananas, and most of them I will not even touch anymore because they're just not that good. But anyway, so this is Flavor Art banana. And this one surprised me a little bit because it actually is a decent banana. It's almost a little baked, kind of like how the Stark Apple was, which was really nice. I think those two will probably pair together pretty well. Um, it's not like too runty because I always think about that because that's the problem with most bananas is they taste pretty much just like runts, which is if you're not familiar with runts, I don't know how popular runts are like outside of America, but they're just these little hard candies that are like they're shaped like fruits, and they have a banana one that's like way just like overpowering banana, like artificial banana tasting. And this one, yeah, it has it a little bit. Definitely has that artificial banana taste to it, but not as bad as a lot of other bananas do. And I think with that nice kind of like baked banana note in there, it kind of makes up for it. For the texture, it is slightly creamy, which is good because bananas are kind of creamy. It's almost got these little like caramel notes into it, not like super noticeable or anything, but I think that's what kind of gives it the kind of baked feel. Is like it has to me it has like a little bit of caramel in it. So yeah, so this would definitely be like a good bakery banana creams, desserts, things along that. I guess you put in tobaccos too if you wanted a banana tobacco. Decently strong. So yeah, it's gonna be like that one to top end 3%. So at 3%, for single flavoring, that's good. But I don't know if I want to go that high in a mix. It might kind of bully things around at 3%. But I was surprised. It's a pretty good banana, actually, at least comparatively speaking. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I had for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys learned some stuff about some of the flavor art fruits. So eat, sleep, mix, repeat. Be good to each other. And vape on. Talk to you guys later.